afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and welcome to another episode of Jasper's Games. You join me here today on Fishing Planet. As you can tell, I'm doing the white sturgeon grind at San Joaquin Delta. I'm finally on level 44, halfway through level 44, I hope anyway, by the time I get these. So the next episode I'll probably be uploading will be when I get to level 45 and I get the triple rod stand, and I'll get 3 rods out on the go. I'll buy myself a higher level rod as well, so I can catch more fish. I think more fish will, along with these 2 rods, will stack up the XP with a bit more. One fish is going to add more XP than the little bonus you get for using using low level tackle like I am now. But since I'm using 2 bottom snipers with like 30-pound mono, that's a nice one. 1000 XP, we'll take that all day long. This is the good one, so we'll get this one a bit further away over there. Pretty good night so far. As I say, yeah, I've got 2 different size bottom snipers. They're not great, but it's all about getting that bonus experience. I can get them in just as well. Well, there's a little bit of a fight, but since the spot I'm in, they are very close to the shore, just along this bank here. Doesn't take much to get them in, as long as you know what you're doing. As long as you're slightly competitive like I am, you're not. I'm sure if you're a pro at this game, you won't have any problems at all. But I do find the trick to this one that I've kind of slowly settled into now is maybe catch 2 or 3 fish, and then fast forward a couple of hours, and all the fish will respawn. So then you'll get bites straight away, instead of just waiting around like I did to begin with, hoping for bites, because there's only about 2 or 3 of them around at a time, maybe 3 or 4 at peak time. But obviously if you stay at night, you can just skip through the night every couple of hours. It's very handy. It's the way to do it. So let's wait for this to tick over another minute, and then I will skip ahead an hour or 2. But if you get about 300 pounds worth of fish, you're good. There's a couple other methods you can use, but this is the way I like to do it because it saves you moving around all the time. You can hop spots. Normally I like to start off over here, set up over here, then you can just, after catching a couple here, you can fast travel. There's a spot over there to the south on an island, and there's a good couple of spots around there, and they do work very well. But with low level rods like these, there can be a fight to get them in, and you will lose a couple of fish if you're not switching back and forwards between rods all the time. So let's skip it up a little bit more, restock the fish, trying to keep it as much in the peak times as I can. You can catch 1 or 2 at low peak times, but it is what it is. Just kind of keep skipping through the night is the best way to do it, and you will get fish. Hopefully I'll get one on in a minute. You can also, obviously the first method you use when you get here is a good method, is get yourself a kayak for 20 grand and just have 1 bottom rod, and basically with the anchor up you just basically pull yourself towards the fish, and it saves you having to fight against them. It's a very good way of doing it. I think number 2 is going to go off. No, number 1. Well, I'm not complaining. Fish is a fish, XP is experience, and that's what we're here for. As you can see, I've got about 100 cut bait left. Hopefully that'll get me through to level 45. I'm not totally sure, but I'll find out when I get this one in. But when I do get 45, I say I will get the triple rod stand. Yeah, just under halfway to 50 to 45. That's 1000 XP, so any more like that and I will be definitely leveled up. But it's between about 500 and 1000 experience for fish around here with this equipment that I've got. The 2 bottom snipers, mega tank 7000 and a mega tank 8000. So with 30-pound line, but I am using mono instead of braid because it was a bit cheaper, and you can get a high level braid than you can mono, and I find it doesn't actually make too much difference, to be fair, as long as you know what you're doing. As I say, the other method you can use is hopping around, as I said. Say start off here, go over to the other spot, set up over there, catch a few there. There's a couple of spots. There's an island you can fast travel over there. There's two areas where you can catch 3 or 4. But you're best off with high level rods. If you're just after money, then that would be your best bet. Oh, can't wait to get to level 50. Mix it up again. Go to the Carp Lake, Weeping Willow. Because then at least you can get trophies and uniques and stuff. It makes it a lot more interesting than it does this. This is just catching the same old bloody sturgeon. There's no uniques, there's no trophies, so it is what it is. A little bit of activity on the water, but I'm not convinced. I might be able to get another, yeah, I can get another hour in. Because as long as it isn't past 5 o'clock, you can fast travel to the next night. If I say fast travel, it's the wrong word to use. But yeah, as I say, you can also, when you start off, I'm using large cut bait, and that's probably the best bait I've found so far. I did start off using duck muscle meat, which does work. I caught my largest one ever using that, but you will catch carp as well. And then the next one is spawn sacks, which you get about level 40, I think, 40, yeah, about 40, level 40. And that does work as well, but I find neither of them work as well as the large cut bait. There we go, finally. Did want one more before I skip to the next day. This is the method I use. Just catch 2 or 3 fish if you can. Skip to the next day. Don't wait around for the fish. As soon as you find yourself waiting, don't bother. Just skip. You know, skip forward to the next night. So no, skip forward to a couple of hours. The fish will respawn, and bish bash bosh. Saves you hopping around to different areas. It does work, but it can be time consuming. I mean, the amount of time you use to skip to one area to the other, you're using, I mean, it's $2,000 or whatever per night. So, and you make that from one fish easily. So you will make a profit regardless. Just about getting as many in as the shortest time as possible. The 2 rods it's alright, 3 rods hopefully it will be a bit better. I'll be doing another video when I get the 3 rods hopefully this evening. I'm looking forward to that very much so. I've waited a long time to get a rod stand with bite alarms, because I've had this since like this rod stand since like level 30 I think, something like that, when I was doing the pike grind at St. Croix. I hope I can get one more here. I might even splash out on a better boat as well, because the boat I've got is pitiful. It's one of those little kind of dinghies. I've also got a kayak as well, but the dinghy, my little dinghy thing's got a small engine on it, which is like 10 horsepower. So it's not exactly Speedy Gonzales. I did find I was doing one of the rivers, I can't remember what it was called now, but I was on that, and you had to travel down the river to get to a good fishing spot for asp or something like that. And I was just like, this is taking ages. I thought it was going to be a lot faster than this, but never mind. As you can see, the fish have gone quiet now. So I'll skip ahead to the next day. Looks like it's going to be a good night. This is the type of night that I do like. So 22 grand plus take away the 2 grand for the night. 5k experience, nearly 6k experience, can't complain. I think I only need about another 30k experience to level up. Like I said, hopefully I'll get through with the cut bait. I do have some spawn sacks just in case, but not many. There we go, it's as simple as that. Bish bash bosh. And this is what we like, folks, 2 at once, or at least one after the other. Only 500 experience, but it's still not too bad. Yeah, 110 bait. I should definitely be able to get to level 50. Sorry, 45 before the end of the night. It's still only like 4 o'clock in the afternoon now, so I've still got a good 6 hours left of gaming. I may take a break shortly to hang out some washing. It is what it is. I've had me McDonald's for today, for my day off, so I'm all full for now. Probably be at least 7 o'clock before I start getting hungry again at this rate. Come on, I'm hoping for at least one more would be nice. Do find like just along this bank here is a good place to catch them. You can also get, as I see, I've got one just in front of me. So when I get my third rod, I'll probably have 2 down there, 1 down here, because down there is probably a little bit better. It's tempting just to get 2 better rods and go all the way over to the island, but reel them in can be a bit of a bugger, and it's a lot quicker to get them in over here because they're so close to you. But it's slowed off, it's died off now, as you can tell. Bit of a shame. So let's move forward a bit. There we go, and that's why we move forward. There we go, and I should be able to get this one in if he doesn't stop going away. Oh, he's going. There we go, I've got him back. Come on. See, over in the other spot, you've got to cast out about 100 feet, so it can be a struggle to get them in before you lose one, unless you've got strong rods. So that was £52. I think this might be similar actually. Just taking my line to the limit. I think this might be the weaker of the 2 lines that I'm using. I think this is only a £30 line instead of like a £33 line or something. But there we go, there's the other one. Yeah, you see, he's not even that big, £40. Yeah, this is a weaker line. But that was the stronger rod, though. Hopefully another 1 or 2 before this time period runs out. But I say only stay here for normally like 15 minutes in game. By that time you'll have caught most of the fish in the area. So it's not about waiting around for the fish, it's more a case of getting them as soon as they respawn in. Don't know if I mentioned there's a few different methods. You can use the canoe, spot hop, but also, sorry, bait wise, you can use duck muscle meat as well as spawn sacks, but you can get large cut bait at a lower level. I think it's like level 36 you can get cut bait, so stick with that. That's what I'd recommend. It's much better than, I've had a lot more success with cut bait than I have with spawn sacks and duck muscle meat, but I did catch the largest one yet on duck muscle meat, which is like £55, but you will get carp. you will get a few common carp, trophy common carp. Oh, you see, I was just about to skip forward then. Timing on it. Come on, fishy. So obviously at this point you would like your other one to go off. Yeah, about halfway now to level 45. Alright folks, I'm going to leave it at that, and I'll be back to you when I get to level 45 to show you my triple rod setup and see if it's much more successful, or more productive than this setup. Alright, this is Jasper, and you've been watching me play Jasper's games on Fishing Planet. Have a good evening.